This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network. And joining me right now is Michael Konnert. He is the president and CEO of Vizsla Silver. It's a publicly traded company. The symbols are VZLA on the TSX Venture and VIZSF on the OTCQB. You can actually see Michael give an investor presentation at the upcoming Precious Metal Summit Beaver Creek hybrid event this year, happening September 8th through the 11th. And with that, Michael, welcome back. Good to see you.
Well, thank you, Robert. It's a pleasure to be back. I'm excited to present at the conference, and I'm looking forward to an exciting fall for the commodity space and for Vizsla.
Very good. Well, before we get into some of the things that are coming up, let's reflect. The last time we published an interview that we did together was on August 25th, 2020. So love to get an update. What are some highlights from the company in the last 12 months or so?
Well, it's, the company is really kind of come into its own over the last 12 months here. We've, been steadily drilling. We went from 8 rigs to 10 rigs on the project, raised over $74 million Canadian in the summer. We exercised both options. So we now own all the concessions in the district, and we'll own the mill in a couple of months, 100%. So the company's really advanced quite rapidly over the last 12 months, but specifically over the last few months in summer. So right now, what you have is a very, very active explorer, Vizsla Silver, that is well cashed up, over $55 million in the bank. We own all of our concessions, and we're working towards an initial resource in the new year as well at the Napoleon and Tajitos veins. So really quite an exciting time to be exploring for high-grade silver here, and we're doing it quite successfully.
Very good. So yeah, last time we chatted, a couple things were different. One, the company name was a little different. It was Vizsla Resources. And then also we talked about that pathway to production. So love to get an update on those two things, why the name change, and then also, talk a little bit more about an update on the pathway to production.
Yeah, certainly. So a couple of reasons why we changed the name. So we went from Vizsla Resources to Vizsla Silver. The first reason is we wanted to indicate that we're solely focused on the Panuco district here. This is a high-grade silver district in Mexico, and we're focused on that. The other reason is that we're actually spinning some of our early-stage copper assets out of Vizsla Silver, and that'll be called Vizsla Copper. And just to differentiate between the two, we wanted to make sure that it was clear that Vizsla Silver was working in Mexico and silver, and then the other company is copper. So that was the logic behind that. And then, of course, our pathway to production, is really what sets us apart from other companies out there. Of course, Vizsla, high-grade silver, we've made a number of very high-grade discoveries, and currently drilling out a high-grade resource at Napoleon and Tajitos. But what sets us apart from other companies in the silver space is that we actually have an operating mill, permitted operating mill that's now been purchased by Vizsla through the acceleration of our options. And not only do we have this mill that's operational, but we also have tailings facilities, power to the site, water, roads, underground workings, everything that you would need to become a significant producer of silver in a very short period of time. So that does two things. One, it shows that you can operate in this district as a producer, but also I think it increases the value of the ounces that we find, knowing that they're closer to actually being in production than many other projects out there. So we'll go through the process of resource and studies and engineering work, and kind of reworking the mill to make it something that's more modern or up to our Canadian standards. But it is, it certainly offers us this accelerated pathway to production, which is really fantastic.
Very good. All right, Michael, well, before I let you go, and you've alluded to this a little bit already, but from what you can tell us, what would you say are some of the company's value catalysts now for the rest of 2021 going into 2022?
Well, the biggest one, and the way that companies in our space really create value is through discovery and through drilling and building resources. So that's what we're doing at Napoleon and Tajitos, which is the western portion of the district. The district is huge. The veins that we're doing resource drilling on are it's less than 5% of the overall vein extent of the district. It's a huge district. There's lots more for us to discover and find. It's very exciting. So catalyst will be more drill holes, working towards an initial resource next year in the Napoleon and Tajitos area. Then the other thing that's really quite exciting is the electromagnetics that we've trialed in the western portion of the district. Now those have been successful. We are drilling EM conductors there. We have an excellent news release about that. You can go and look at our recent news to find that. But that could give us the ability to basically unlock the exploration potential of the entire district by flying airborne EM across the district, finding new veins that have never been discovered, and then drilling them. We're very excited about that. And then, you know, we've had a number of catalysts here where we've financed, we've exercised the options. You know, we're working towards, you know, this initial resource, and I guess, you know, the big catalyst after all of that is to continue to de-risk the project towards production.
Very good. Well, Michael, where can our audience then go and find more information on Vizsla Silver?
So our website, VizslaSilver.ca. We have channels on YouTube and social media accounts. We're pretty easy to access, and invite your viewers to do that. I'm really happy to have the opportunity to talk to people on through our website and social media.
Very good. Michael, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Good luck. Stay safe. I look forward to our next update.
Thanks, Robert. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Again, my name is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN Network, and we're a proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metal Summit Beaver Creek hybrid event this year, happening September 8th through the 11th. Michael will be there giving a presentation, and thank you all for watching.